Susanna Clarke is best known for her debut novel Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, an alternative history which she was inspired to write after rereading Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Clarke began writing it in 1993, but it took her more than 10 years to finish it and get it published. I'm not a great fan of this book, although it became a bestseller, won the Hugo Award and was adapted for TV. Yet again, a production that did not float my boat. But her second novel, Piranesi, is to my mind a work of genius. It's described as speculative fiction, which, as far as I'm concerned, is just another name for fantasy, or perhaps a subgenre of it. The title of the novel is a nod to the 18th century Italian artist Piranesi, who produced a series of 16 prints entitled Imaginary Prisons, which depict enormous subterranean vaults with stairs and mighty machines. The novel is written as a journal by the main character, Piranesi, from within a seemingly infinite, world-encompassing megastructure called the House. The upper levels are filled with clouds and the lower levels with an ocean, which occasionally surges into the middle levels. Twice a week, Piranesi meets with the other, who wants him to search for a great and secret knowledge hidden somewhere in the house. The other warns Piranesi that another person called 16 may try to do him harm, and that he must not approach this person under any circumstances. To do so would send him insane. This is a spoiler-free review. To learn more, you need to read the book. I cannot recommend it highly enough. The Times of London called the novel close to perfect. The Guardian called it otherworldly, and Madeline Miller, who wrote the Song of Achilles, declared it a miraculous and luminous feat of storytelling. We are perhaps fortunate she managed to write it. It wasn't published until 16 years after Strange and Norrell. This wasn't because she was a slow writer or a victim of writer's block. She was suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome, which made writing a tortuous process for her and shattered her confidence. Her solution was to return to a long-term unfinished project called Piranesi, which, as nearly all of it was imaginary, wouldn't require research and wasn't complicated by too many characters. The world is a richer place for her completing it. It's a unique work. And I'm a little confused about the difference between fantasy and speculative fiction. I am told that fantasy typically involves magic systems, mythical creatures and imaginary worlds that disregard scientific and natural laws, while speculative fiction encompasses any story that explores worlds, realities and societies different from our own. I can't really see the difference. Does that mean all fantasy is speculative fiction, but not all speculative fiction is fantasy? What do you think? Add your thoughts in the comments below. Well, that's all for this episode. If you like these podcasts and find them useful, please follow or subscribe and share them with your friends. If you want to help with the cost of making them, you can buy me a coffee. Links to all the books I recommend can be found below.